I was dealing with anxiety, depression.
I had no family, I had no place to live, I had no money, I had no insurance.
Any relationship that I was involved in, I had totally destroyed.
I was scared to death and demoralized beyond belief.
For the last 20 years, in and out of rehab.
I lost my way spiritually. My life had come pretty much to what I thought was the end.
I see your pain from the ashes and rain. You once were standing strong, now you don't know where you belong.
I didn't have many options: commit suicide or to try to get better.
And I definitely need to get help.
The Upper Room Recovery Community is a ministry at First United Methodist Church in downtown South Bend. We work together with the staff with 12-step processes to help people who are in recovery from addiction to alcohol and other drugs. It's a marvelous program with a very good success rate, and we have seen lives transformed over and over again.
Many times individuals have a difficult time getting a healthy support network because by the time they've went through an addiction, they've lost a lot, including family members and houses and support.
For more than 30 years, we have offered this residential program. Part of what the church offers is an incorporation into a faith community where people are welcomed and accepted.
So many times when someone is in early recovery, we're reminded to stay away from those people, places, and things. And that just rolls off our tongue, but the reality is when we go from a treatment facility back to the old neighborhood, we're surrounded by those negative influences that may lead us down that wrong road. The Upper Room offers individuals not only a place to be, but people to be around that are working the same road of recovery together. There's so much positive things to say about recovering in a community setting, and we know that it takes a community to stay clean and sober.
The mission statement at the Upper Room is to provide safe and stable transitional housing to men in recovery from alcohol and drug addiction to help strive and move them towards independent lifestyle. Recovery is an active change in ideas and attitudes to help them change the way they think so that they can now behave differently. And that's what I work with my clients on. And nothing makes them feel more happy than to know that somebody's paying attention to them and keeping them accountable to those goals that they set. It's just wonderful watching them complete their goals and then saying, I want more, I want more. And that's what happens when they do this. They want more. And we just keep going. We keep going and keep going.
People come from all different kinds of faith backgrounds and experiences to the Upper Room Recovery Community. And I think the important thing is to understand that as part of the 12 steps, they recognize that there is a higher power. Some have had no experience that they know of or understand that they're able to relate to God. And other people come from damaged and broken relationships with the church, with God. And part of what we offer is healing for the brokenness and a discovery for those people who've never had a relationship with any kind of higher power at all. And the good news is it really works.
Part of my job is connecting and networking with local and government agencies to help assist the men in getting everything that they need. We get referrals and we refer people out. So it works both ways so that the needs of the guys can be met. Although we do not provide treatment, we do partner with the local mental health agency so that they can provide treatment. And what we do in retrospect and in conjunction with them is we provide a safe place for the men to recover in while they're in treatment. We have a program where we have the guys attend meetings, 90 meetings in 90 days as part of the requirement. We have them get meeting sheets signed for verification, just for accountability purposes. This whole thing is about accountability. We also have them meet with me once a week so that we can stay on top of the goals that they set.
The personal satisfaction I get out of the program is watching individuals grow as men from the standpoint of their initial step into the door, and 3, 6 months, 9 months down the road, and their personality has changed, their outlook has changed, but not without individuals that are helping them in this journey.
I'd come to the upper room as a resident. After finishing treatment at the Salvation Army, I'd found myself at a place where I need a little bit more follow through.
I came to the upper room directly from treatment, and I had absolutely no hope of ever living a sober, productive life. The thing that I found a little different about this place than any of the other institutions that I lived in was that I was living with a number of men who were serious about their recovery, and I was immediately adopted into this community of men in recovery, and was also immediately adopted into the wonderful, loving congregation that's here in this church, and I've stayed close with both ever since. Been a lot of heartbreak. A lot of the men that come here don't succeed, but I have friends all over the country. At Christmas this past holiday season, I probably got 25 Christmas cards from ex-residents up here that are out living wonderful, productive lives.
Upper Room is a great place to start to turn your life around. If it weren't for the Upper Room or the staff, I wouldn't be on the right track.
Something I struggle with are individuals that eventually reach that stage where there's no money left anymore.
And the guys themselves, they're all looking hard for jobs to pay their own way and stuff, but it's pretty hard.
And the expenses of the Upper Room continue to go on a daily basis. We hate to put individuals in a position, of asking them to leave before they're ready to leave. Some individuals in their recovery are just starting to understand what this recovery process is all about. And in asking them to move on, where do they go? While we have fundraising events, grant writing, and rental income, we're also in need of community support.
There are so many ways in which you can help the Upper Room recovery community. Financial support is always needed.
This might involve sponsoring a resident for a month, for 2 months, for 3 months, as the individual goes through his stages of recovery to become a productive, contributing member back into society.
People need the Upper Room badly. This place changes lives. It changes families.
It has changed them for all of their lives.
So together we can make a difference with community involvement.